Right guys, this up to now is the most expensive watch that I have unboxed on this new channel, on the second channel. It's $500, but it could be an absolute bargain if this is something that you're into. It comes from the brand Agelocer. Agelocer? Please tell me in the comments how you pronounce that one, because I need to do a full review on this, so I don't want to look silly. Agelocer, maybe? We'll go with that for now. And this is a award-winning watch that they have sent in. It's won a ridiculous amount of awards if you have a look on their website. But the question is it everything that they say it is? Let's get it out of the box and let's get our first impressions of this Agelocer Astronomer MOONPHASE. And yes, this is an actual MOONPHASE. First of all, let's get it unwrapped. Let's get all these tags off of it. Let's get it looking its best. Now, this is the first time I've been able to work with this brand. I have seen plenty of other reviews through the years, and I've even seen this one pop up a couple of times. Now, they are a Chinese brand, but maybe they started on Aliexpress, if I remember correctly. They are starting at least to push more towards that type of Sega design type of realm. You know, they are trying to push themselves with their complications and things like that. And I do appreciate that, but how does it actually hold up? Well, let's get a closer look at it. So we're going to charge this fella up first because, you know, we want to see some movement. Well, we're not going to see any movement, I don't think, because we do have a disc at the back of that main dial, but yeah, no actual movement. As you can see, that moon-like feature is obviously how the MOONPHASE is displayed. First of all, though, I love this dial. I really do. The texture of it is absolutely stunning, and the fume effect throughout it, as well as the fact that it almost looks like it's floating above the MOONPHASE display, and then that hour track or the minute track around the outer edge. There's so much depth to this. It's absolutely fantastic. First impressions, I'm a fan. Now, this is using what they call one of their own calibers. From what I found, it's a modified Hangzhou 7200A movement. It has 80 hours of power reserve at 28,800 beats per hour sweep. But of course, we can't see that because, well, there's no second hand. This is available in many different colour options. They also come on bracelets. But personally, I think this grey really did steal the show for me. The moon is actually a 3D carved piece of metal that they've applied to that backing dial. Let's have a look at how this, tracks while you, track the moon, I guess. I showed this to my son the other day, showed him the idea of it, because he's quite into like space and astronomy. So I thought, oh, he'll love this. And after I showed him, his actual reaction was, why would anyone want that? Which was very humbling to hear from an 8-year-old, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, I think you can see it moving slightly. You're not getting the full effect, obviously, because my hands don't move that quickly, but you get it, This is actually a 29.5 day cycle, which is tracking as a MOONPHASE complication. So it's not one of those month wheel effects that you get on the cheaper Chinese pieces, and it probably explains actually why this one is a little bit more expensive at that £500 or $500 price tag, sorry. Signed crown. I do really like the look of that movement, but yeah, it looks absolutely stunning. It looks very nicely finished. Now, I know that this isn't up to like Swiss standards, obviously, but you've got to like it, haven't you? It looks the part. And especially at this price range, you don't always get a nicely finished movement. In fact, sometimes you just get a bloody NH35 thrown in there or a Miyota. And even if it is Chinese, I like it aesthetically. Obviously, we'll have to see how it holds up on wrist. First impressions, I am definitely a big fan of this. It almost reminds me slightly of the Christopher Ward MOONPHASEs that I saw in London, but obviously it does have a completely different look to it. It's not as luxury as those. I'm not going to put them in that type of bracket. They've gone with the same type of idea, in my opinion, and it's an idea that I like quite a bit. We have a nice little bit of finishing throughout the case, which I will show more of in my full review. 40mm diameter. Honestly, I thought it was going to be much bigger when I saw the pictures of it. It's 47mm lug to lug and 10.6mm thick. There's definitely one that I will be getting the calipers out for. Fortunately, we do only have a 50m water resistance rating, as you would probably expect with a simple pull push crown. The real question is, how is this one going to fare on wrist? Is it going to feel good? I do have a reservation here because the band does feel slightly stiff. That leather doesn't feel very malleable right now. It may be one that has to be worn in. There's only one way to find out though, right? And here it is on wrist. It does look the part, doesn't it really? Now, the band is quite stiff. I am going to have to wear this one in. I do quite like how it looks. I am heavily questioning the thickness though, because that feels like it stands quite far off my wrist. Maybe I'm just losing it slightly. I haven't had my afternoon coffee yet, so I don't know if they've just not included the case back. I don't know, maybe like 13mm to me. I could just be losing it. I really could. Check back to the main channel for the full review and you will find out. But first impressions for $499. I think with this type of complication, this could be an absolute winner. And yeah, I'm quite glad that they've sent one of these in, so I finally get to see what type of quality they offer. So if you want to see an in-depth look at this one, make sure you check the main channel, go subscribe to that one, Jason the Watch Guy, and let me know in the comments what you think of this one. It is linked in the description down below if you are interested in taking a closer look.